I'm Jack.
And we've had a little bit of a break.
Yep, we have.
But we're back this evening, and we're glad to see y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get everything situated on this so we can see the comments, questions, so we can chat. There we go.
Tell us how you're doing. And we want to thank our mods for being here.
Hi, Mandy. Amanda.
And I want to say that I'm thankful that I think Jennifer's going to be on Serenity Hill Farmstead. She was actually in the hospital day before yesterday or night before last. But sounds like she's planning on being here. So we're thankful for that. Thankful that she's doing okay. And yeah, check out our mods. Check out their channels. I know they're all on Instagram. So be sure to hang out with them and see what all they've got going on their own homesteads. They're amazing. Mandy, her husband is a big time hunter, and they've got some really, really cool videos. They're up in Canada, and he hunts the big game. Mm-hmm. So it's
cool
very,
stuff.
Very cool. Yeah.
So I think it's been 3 weeks now since we've done a live.
I believe so.
We missed last week and the week before. So it wasn't something we planned to do.
No.
It wasn't like we wanted to take a break or anything like that. It's just 2 weeks ago, we were just crazy.
Hey, Bub.
I can't remember exactly what was going on.
We just got back from our trip.
That's right. We had just got back from traveling. We were still in the process of unpacking and everything.
Parker got sick the night we got home. And then we were still pretty, pretty exhausted. That's the word.
Like
yeah.
Not jet lag,
from the weekend,
but travel lag.
From the travel.
Yeah.
Parker was sick. We still had to work and, all that stuff. So anyway, we were just exhausted. And then last week, what did we have going on last week?
I think we were just crazy busy. Daylight saving time. We have daylight now till, maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. And so we were just going and going and going. And then when we came in, we hadn't even had supper. It was just like, it's 8 o'clock. We're supposed to go live. And we're just like,
yeah. Because I've been working a lot
too. We need another break.
Yeah, I've been putting in a lot of hours at work, and I know that was part of it. So yeah, there was just a lot going on.
And sometimes people need that. Sometimes we need that.
We just needed some downtime. But we're back. Good to be back. Good to see all y'all.
Yeah. Speaking of downtime, sometimes you do need a break and you need to get away, and I was able to do that.
Hey, Grammy Karen.
At least I was. She had to stay home and work.
Hey, Patty.
I got away and went camping for the weekend with Mike, our friend from church, our pastor, and we hung out and we drove a lot of old gravel, muddy roads and camped out in the woods, and we ate really well. We cooked some good food out on the campfire, steak and just lots of stuff. So we just had a good time, and it was good to just get away and just, that to me, that's kind of just recharging batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to be back too, but those are always good trips to take.
Yeah. So Shauna said, I really enjoyed seeing your pictures of your vacation. It looked like a good time. It was a great time. You all know I come from a big family, and my 4 youngest siblings were not born into our family. They were adopted, and I forget that a lot, but it was our 20-year anniversary as a family, and so
of all of you.
We did go on our trip to work, but it also worked out that it fell on our family anniversary, and so we had a big family get together. Everybody was there. Everybody was there except for one of my brothers, but all of the grandkids, all of the siblings except for the one, and our spouses. And so it was a wonderful, wonderful time. A lot of tears, a lot of happy tears. And
it was a big family reunion.
It was a blessing. Yeah. It was just a huge blessing. and it was awesome.
Hey, Sharon, country homestead preacher. Hi.
There's Jennifer. Glad you're here.
Yep.
Good evening, Kathy. Glad you're here. Mandy said, I also hired my assistant. Yes, talking about a lot of work. We have been able to hire me an assistant, but she doesn't start until May. But I'm really glad about that because it's going to take a lot off of me, and that'll be great because I have not started the first seed. I'm behind on everything. I'm the worst homesteader ever.
Yeah, we're gonna start losing a lot of homesteaders when they're what? Still?
I mean, we still have our chickens, and they're
we still
alive.
have our raised beds, and they're actually growing.
They are
good stuff out
We've
there.
had some very delicious salad out of the raised beds, but it's just, and the chickens are actually doing a lot of the work in the garden for us. When they free range, they get out there, they scratch, and then they take their dust baths in the.
I mean, we might be behind
beds.
on starting the seeds, but we're not behind as far as planting a garden. Because 3 or 4 days ago, we had 2 straight nights of below freezing temperatures. So we're still getting freezing temperatures. We're still getting frost warnings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're still good.
Yeah, Jennifer said, homesteaders buy plant starts, and that's true. And really, I mean, we are getting close to the time where it will be safe to start direct sowing. But yeah, I am probably gonna have to buy some starts. But then again, I might have some time. I still think I can probably do tomatoes and peppers, but like my cabbages and stuff, I'm probably gonna have to buy starts.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, tomatoes I think still be fine.
Don't have a hot house yet. No.
Nope, we didn't get one built before spring, and I don't feel like building one in preparation for summer because that defeats the purpose. So
Thanks, Angel.
maybe sometime this summer I might start working on one and then have it ready for when cold weather comes this fall, and we can continue growing stuff.
Hey, they're strong enough to bend.
Well, hey there. We actually I got to spend at least a couple of hours with Shannon from Strong Enough to Bend, and it was awesome that he came out and visited with us while we were camping. I thought that was really nice of him to come out and hang out with us for a while.
Yeah, that was very cool. But yeah, hey, we got a lot more friends that are popping in, so glad that you guys are here.
Yes.
So tell us, what did we miss in the last 2 weeks? Y'all have anything
We've
big
been
to
out a
share?
few weeks. We're glad we're back. We're really glad we're back. 'Cause
Yeah.
we enjoy this so much, and it almost feels like a little community because we have so many of the same familiar names that we get to talk to each week.
Yeah.
Kind of sharing stuff with each other.
Yeah. Let's see, taking my plants outdoors to get sunshine. They live in my study for another month. About how many hours can I leave them out in the sun daily? I would leave them out until the sun goes down, honestly. That's what I've done. As long as they're not in direct sun, because you don't want to scorch your plants. You don't want to burn them. But yeah, that's what I would do.
Same old.
Oh, you're getting your tiny house is getting delivered in 2 weeks. That is so exciting. Yeah, Jennifer and her family, they bought this beautiful big piece of land, and they're establishing their new homestead, and they're going to be tiny housing it.
Wow.
Yeah, so really, really excited for them.
Wow.
That's great.
That's I mean, we know about moving and stuff, and we know the big changes, and some of it's a little bit of a headache, but overall it's so exciting.
Oh, thank you, Mandy, for sharing that. Yeah, our daughter, Emily, you guys know she loves to bake, and she has started.
She just started it.
Yeah.
She's only got a couple of things going right now.
Yeah, but she is baking and then sharing the photography of her food, and she will be sharing recipes. So yeah, if you want to give her a follow and support her in that would be awesome. We're really excited. Oh no.
She's gonna kill me.
I was like, how in the world am I going to lose all of this weight that I need to lose when you're up baking stuff like this?
Look at that.
But yeah, that is a strawberry jam filled cake with vanilla buttercream. And what tastes even better than that is she made some lemon cupcakes with lemon buttercream.
Those are great.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I was like, please take these to work. Please get them out of this house.
What's her thing?
It's Southern Baked
Eats.
Southern Baked Eats, yes.
Yeah, Southern Baked Eats.
So, yeah.
On Instagram, she doesn't have.
And
that
she's
on.
really good at the photography, so it's just going to be very pretty to look at. And then
that's tasty. She was very disappointed. She wanted it to look a whole lot better.
But it was like, it looks nice though.
It looks really nice. It looks 10 million times better than anything I could do. But there are certain things that she really is a perfectionist about.
Oh,
and so
yes, very
She
much
wants
so.
it to look a whole lot nicer. She did not even want me to post photos of it.
Yeah.
But now I just showed it to everybody on YouTube.
Yeah.
So. Anyway.
Tim said hi to you.
Who? Hey, Tim. Oh, hello, beautiful. Well, thank you. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Julie.
I said hi and then read what he put. You're going to get me in trouble.
It is dangerous. It is dangerous. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was like, this is not good for me. This needs to go.
Yeah.
Oh me. But
yeah. And I'm trying to drink more water, and I'm trying to start getting more active.
Yeah.
We're still very, I won't say we're slow. We're busy with visitors where I'm at, but we're still slow as far as activities they will allow us to do. So I'm just trying to compensate in some way by drinking less sugary drinks and trying to get out and be more active. That's why, I was so happy to go camping over the weekend, and we went hiking. We actually, we went hiking, we hiked
today?
A few trails today. Yeah.
Mandy said, how are you doing on the new way of eating, Tangy? And so if you don't know what she's talking about, I've been a ketoer for a long time. Love keto. And then my personal trainer cousin wanted me to try doing low-fat, high-carb, mostly clean way of eating, and I did not feel good. So I told her, I'm like, I can't do this anymore because it's just, I'm having a lot of issues. And so she's like, that's fine. You gave it a try. So what I'm doing now is I am transitioning. I went back to keto for a week, lost all the inflammation, lost the weight that I put on while doing that way of eating. But because I really want to figure out what it is exactly that makes me feel bad, I'm doing a paleo-ish, whole 30-ish way of eating right now, just so I can figure out, like, I've been I've really been going way back on the dairy, like almost no dairy at all, and then cutting out all the grains. So except for the cupcakes and the slice of cake that I've had, but other than that, so having root vegetables, no dairy, no grains, no legumes. And then I will eventually try them out slowly but surely to see what it is that is causing me inflammation and stomach issues. So that's where I'm at right now.
Donna says I've been trying to drink more tea. Tim says, Jack, cut out all the processed sugar in foods.
I've been telling him that.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's some things I really like to eat, but I know I should. But it's hard too. It's hard because there's so many things that's convenient to grab and eat, and I'm always kind of on the run and doing things here and there. I feel like it's very difficult for me to kind of feed my cravings, while I'm on the go all the time like that.
Yeah. And Donna, I'm the exact same way. I love sweets. I love sugary, delicious especially pastries. I mean, you put a donut in front of me, I'm gonna have to leave because those are my weakness. But one thing that gets me through the change is knowing that whatever you put in front of me, I can probably find a recipe for that will fit what what my dietary needs. So and this, I'm just going to tell y'all, and this is true. Anytime I get a hankering for something that is off plan, I will scour Pinterest to find a keto, paleo, whole 30ish recipe for that. By the time I find a recipe and I read the recipe and everything that entails in making it, I don't want it anymore. Because I'm like, it's either the craving has passed or it's too much work. And it works. I'm like, okay. But it's like in my head, just knowing that I can have it that way brings me comfort. And I'm like, okay, good. I'm not deprived, but I can move on with my life. Let's see. I'm about to eat during the day in that I don't. Let's see. I'm bad about eating during the day in that I don't. Sweets are my thing. Oh, I gotcha. Salty and vinegary stuff is my jam. Yeah, that's him too.
Yeah. Man, Tim.
That's amazing.
Tim's killed it. He's lost 130 pounds.
That is so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
You probably added a lot more years to your life
really
too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some days at work, our schedule is so up and down. I won't say it's I don't know. It's just I've got to be very flexible because sometimes my lunch might be at 11, and sometimes it might not be till 2:30. And when I say I can't eat in between, I can't eat in between because it's not possible.
Yeah.
Because of the work I do. So sometimes when I do get to eat, I cram whatever's near me.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I'm just making excuses, I guess. I like to eat.
Donna said, how do you feel about fasting? I think it's fantastic.
I'm against it. I like eating. I just said I like eating.
No, but that's what you do though. When you're like, okay, I'm being serious now. I'm gonna lose weight, and then I do intermittent fasting.
I'll skip several meals.
Yeah.
But I'm not happy about it either.
Yeah, I need to clear that.
It'll go away.
No, it won't. Text won't. Yeah, just do your research because it's not for everybody. So, and we're not medical professionals at all. We always have to disclose that. But for a lot of people, fasting is great. Let's see if I find, I cannot read today. I find if I'm busy doing something during the day, I just can't be bothered to eat. And I don't feel hungry, so I don't think about it. I do the exact same thing. Like if I'm doing a day where I'm deep cleaning the house, I probably won't eat until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Like I just get up, I'll have my coffee, and then I'll just get to work and nonstop. I've been trying fasting 1 day a week and feel great. Adding more years to my life. Stop. Oh, you're funny, Tim. Let's see. I'm doing the get off your butt diet. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, my doctor said I'm doing intermittent fasting without knowing it.
I need to do a little bit more of that as well.
Yeah, let's see. Deb says lots of water and prayer helps me get through the day of fasting. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that it can be done.
I'm not against it. If people want to do it, I think that's wonderful. It's just I don't know.
Like to eat.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. It's something that you definitely have to try to want to do.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I'm not against those who do.
Yep.
How many out there have already got their gardens going?
we haven't even broke ground.
No, we haven't broke ground yet. I was going to today.
Would have been a good day to do it.
Today would have been a great day to do it. Tomorrow will be a great day to do it, but I won't even be here all day tomorrow. I won't get home, and by the time I get home, I'll be too tired. Today would have been a great day to do it, but other things came up, and time gets away. You only have so many hours in the day.
Yeah.
I did get the yard mowed,
Yes.
which was good.
And it looks so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know.
Still too chilly where Donna is.
Um,
Yeah, you're already getting
Grove
tomatoes.
Gardens?
Yeah.
I'm getting tomatoes?
Yeah, of course they're in Louisiana though.
That's just, yeah, they're probably 4-5 weeks ahead of us. Would you,
Easy,
Would you
yeah.
say
Oh,
4 to
yeah.
6 weeks ahead of us? I don't know.
Expanded the orchards, onions going in soon. So exciting. Tomatoes need repotting badly. 4 weeks till I plant out. I sprayed compost on all my beds last week. Very cool.
Cool.
Speaking of compost, if y'all been following us for more than a couple of years, we have a guy local that composts green matter that he gets from local landscaping services. And that's what we have bought the last few years.
Yeah,
but
he does a great job. He used to be a part of the university agriculture program, so he's really great at doing that. And then when you pick up the compost, whatever you pay him, he donates it back to the ag department to
For a
help
scholarship.
them with a scholarship. So I mean, it's a really cool deal.
Really awesome. But last year, because of COVID, he was not able to get any clippings, and he
Well,
had no compost.
It was because the people that were mowing weren't mowing that year. They decided
Because of COVID.
I don't know if it was because of COVID, but
It
their
was.
business didn't go that
Right.
year. Grass still grows.
Right. Right. Well, but see, okay, grass still grows, but a lot of people that would usually be working to pay for them to come mow their yards weren't working.
Okay.
So
It was a trickle down thing. Okay.
Yes, it was a trickle down thing.
Yeah. COVID wasn't keeping the grass from growing.
Exactly.
I was wondering where you was going for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so they weren't mowing. He couldn't get the clippings, so he had no compost. But this year he does have compost. It's just started later. So if you are in Kentucky and you need compost, and what did he say? Mid-May he'll have some ready.
It's going to be about another month before it's
because
done.
there are so very few people that actually do that. I mean, we've had people from Litchfield that have reached out to us, and they're like, well, we'll drive to that area and pick it up. So, anyway, yeah, it's good stuff. Let's see. Hey, Julie. Let's see. Hey, it's the Anderson Homestead. Welcome, guys. First attempt at putting seeds in, lots of rocks in our ground. Starts with tomatoes and kohlrabi coming up in the greenhouse. Glad you guys are here. If you guys haven't checked out Anderson Homestead, give them a check.
Yeah.
Give them a check out.
Check out
them
their
out.
channel.
Yeah.
Check out their channel. If you got a lot of rocks in the ground, see, we had a big rocky patch
Hey,
out
Mac and
here.
Patty.
So that's one of the reasons we built a whole bunch of raised beds.
Yes, we have very rocky soil.
And we have been extremely pleased with how our raised beds have turned out. And then we have found another spot where we actually did start tilling up the ground.
Yep.
And part of it is very rocky still. But you work it a couple of seasons though, and you start getting those rocks out, and after 2 or 3 seasons, you kind of clear it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Depending on how much effort and work you want to put into it.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't want to put much effort into it when we first started, so I wanted to put all my effort in building the raised beds and going with that anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, checked out their channel.
Yes, and I will say too, if you guys remember, we got loads and loads and loads of free wood chips. And so Jack, I was like, we just got paid, so maybe you should go buy a wheelbarrow now. So,
Finally got a wheelbarrow.
we finally have a wheelbarrow. Can y'all believe that? We have not had one.
You've been homesteading for how many years and don't even have a wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
No.
Well, now we actually had one at the house that we lived at before this one, but it was
That's
left
true.
there. It was
That's
left
true.
there for the previous owner, and it only one of the handles was broken, so it was really
We have
short.
not-
But we made it work.
Yeah, so we had a wheelbarrow. We haven't had one since we moved, so what, 4 years?
Hey, Carol.
I can't remember.
We've been here 3 years.
3 years?
This May is
Yeah.
3 years.
So we haven't had a wheelbarrow in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And the one we had before that, we didn't buy. It was a hand-me-down.
Maybe
But I have a pickup truck, so we've been
Yeah.
moving stuff with pickup
just
truck
driving the truck around the yard.
or buckets.
Or lots and lots of 5
I'm
gallon
kinda
buckets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't buy a wheelbarrow. I mean, for 3 years,
Well,
buckets.
I mean, money had to go other places.
It
so.
did, but
Let's see. Question about tomatillos. Do they tend to get leggy? Now, she's asking y'all because I've not grown them yet. I'm growing for the first time and they are growing so fast I can hardly keep up. Is that normal? So any of y'all that have tomatillo experience, let her know. I have bought some seeds, but I haven't started them yet. So I guess I need to know about this too. Donna says, I would think raised beds are easier on your back. Yes, they are. They don't get as weedy either, depending on the preparation that you do.
and you can control the soil density, and you can just control it a lot better. And what did we do? What's that called? Where you dig the trenches and put straw in there?
Core gardening.
Core garden. We did that one year, and that seemed to really do well. In a raised bed, it did really well. So
Yeah, that was mostly for holding moisture in the bed, so you don't have to water as often. But we also did put a lot down for weed control. And now I will say we did have some of the grass grow through the hay seeds, I guess, sprouted
a little bit.
but not bad. I mean, we stayed on top of it, keeping it pulled and everything. But it worked really well. The core gardening method definitely works. Also, if you want more information, you can check out M.I. Gardener's website. He has a lot of free info on that.
Yeah, tons of great info with him. Yeah, it looks like y'all are helping out Mandy a little bit.
The light is almost touching them. I have to move the light up daily. They grow and touch the light almost every day. That is crazy. Wow.
That is fast growing. Very fast growing.
They have buds on them already. Wow.
We've got we got radishes that
Yes.
you said are bolting
Yes,
already.
we have my radishes, or not all of them, but some of them have bolted. So I probably need to pull those up, give them to the chickens, and plant some new ones.
Yeah.
And then my Patty and Mac gave me a pack of purple bok choy, the little purple bok choy. And before I even harvested any of it, because they were all small, they bolted really fast.
Really?
Yeah, so I was really disappointed because I wanted to try them. But I think I still have some seeds, so I'm going to try
That's
planting.
weird.
I think it's cool enough that I can plant them again.
Okay.
But
That's weird that it did that real quick.
yeah. See, should I pinch the buds off? Mandy's asking about the tomatillos again. Pinching the buds off. I really would like to make some salsa verde. I've really gotten to where I like it. Do you like it? The salsa verde, that green salsa that I've been buying?
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
Nah.
I think it's good. I like it. So
Now, what you cooked tonight was excellent.
yes, it was.
Excellent.
Now, what I made last week was really good too. I made deer steaks last week,
Oh my gosh.
and we're gonna have those again this week.
Yes.
I also got some prosciutto.
You did.
I did, to wrap asparagus in.
Okay.
So we're gonna have prosciutto wrapped asparagus and venison steaks
Really.
for
Man.
dinner one night this week. Actually, I have it on the menu for tomorrow. But tonight I made bang bang shrimp, and it was a paleo recipe. You whisk egg whites, you dip your shrimp in it, then you toss it in, or you salt and pepper it, then you toss it in some tapioca
Still
starch.
got a plate of them right
And
there.
then I cooked them in avocado oil. And then I had Emily make some yum yum sauce.
And it was yum yum.
And it was yum yum.
Yeah.
It was very good.
I know. It seems like we'll start talking about our gardening and then we're right back to food.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
we
just ate.
love
It's
it.
not like we're hungry.
We just love
just
it.
ate.
It's just good. We like to eat.
Yeah, and I got this big cake sitting right here next to me.
What? Okay, so Yum Yum sauce. Have you ever eaten at a hibachi grill and they give you that, like, it's like a white ginger sauce? It's Yum Yum sauce.
It's what they pour out for everybody. It's good, and our daughter is really great at making it. I mean, she's really good at figuring out how things are made.
Yeah.
And replicating them.
She gets it from her mom.
She does.
But I usually put her on that. She's a great chef and sous chef. And that's, when she worked at the cafe, that was why her boss really loved her, because he can say, hey, can you make this for me? And she'll go, yep. And even if she's never made it before, she'll figure it out.
Oh, Pete, you showed up late. I had showed this cake that our daughter she loves baking. She's been baking a lot lately. I'll show it again. I know people have showed up late. Here, take the top off for me so I don't spill it. But you may have to explain what this is.
It is a white cake with strawberry jam filling and a white buttercream.
Yeah, it's a 3-layer cake with two layers of filling
I
inside.
told her to take it to work and get it out of the house, but she didn't. So she'll have to take it tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like more of it's been eaten.
Not by me.
When I left this morning, there was only one big slice taken out.
I said, if I eat any more of this, I'm going to get the diabetes. Gotta get it out this house.
Yeah, Kathy is sharing her Instagram page.
Mandy did too.
She just started. Thanks for doing that. She's really excited about just baking and recipes, and I mean, she really,
and photography. She's combining all of her loves and putting it on her Instagram.
She would love to eventually one day have her own bakery.
Yeah. Yeah, Parker, he definitely helps out with eating the food, but I mean, that's a lot for just him.
Parker right now, I don't know what he's really into other than
karate.
He's doing karate now, but I don't know if he's really obsessed about it. He likes
Not
it.
obsessed, but he enjoys it. But he likes that culture though.
Yeah.
Japanese culture.
But he really gets into we got him some fish tanks, and he's just super excited about.
Well, he just bought his own.
He loves decorating the fish tanks and cleaning them, and finding out what the fish are, and he's really into that. And then he helps my dad a couple days a week. And my dad is a mechanic who has a towing service. And so he's been riding around with him and just learning mechanical stuff, which is really good.
Parker has a job. Emily has a job. We have jobs. Nobody in this house ain't working.
We got jobs.
Yeah.
We stay busy.
Yeah, we do.
And that's,
I honestly, ever since we've started homesteading, and then, we started our YouTube channel, and I would watch these folks that have full-time jobs and homestead. And I'm like, how in the world do you do it? And now that I'm working, I'm still, how in the world do you do it? Like, by the end of my workday, I'm so spent. I'm like, I can't wrap my head around doing more work,
Part of it is, it's because we love doing it. We still have a passion for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the desire is there.
Yeah, but sometimes the energy's not.
The energy's not there. I'm still anemic too. I'm still trying to build my blood up. So, yeah, I know. But yeah, Mandy, that's me. Dinner time.
Yeah, and we just finished dinner maybe 15, 20 minutes before we went live.
Less than.
Yeah.
Less than. We were scarfing it down.
We're kind of, this is our wind down period right now.
Yeah.
We start out high and just taper off from there. Or, what is it now? When we start our lives on Monday nights, we kind of just, we start off slow. gradually taper off from that. Yeah.
Manny said they eat late.
They ate late too.
We don't usually eat late. I actually started late because I knew they weren't going to be home until
I
later.
didn't get home till late. Normally we try to eat a couple hours earlier. We try to eat around 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
By 6, but
6.
Me and the daughter, we didn't get home till 7.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 7 or a little after 7.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing to Shanna's Instagram. That's my cousin that I work out with, and she is awesome. And thank y'all to everyone that is using her. I hope you guys have as much success with her as I have. And she's just great. Love using her. Let's see. We eat late now that it is lighter longer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got those longer daylight hours. You wanna use them, whether it's for doing stuff outside and using as much daylight as possible to get chores done, or you want to enjoy it as long as possible, and then you come in late, and then you eat late, and so I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, and I really wish that this time would stay like this, though.
Yeah.
I don't like that getting dark at 4:30. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So now we're winding down.
Down. Yeah. So what else is going on with y'all? I was trying to think. I don't think that there's anything.
So much has happened. I mean, we haven't, we've missed the last 2 weeks not doing our live shows. And, I mean, we did some traveling. We went out of town. We've just been busy getting back and into the swings. And
Oh, I know one of the things that happened. The day that Parker comes down with the stomach virus, our septic tank starts backing up into the house. Now, thankfully, it wasn't like sewage, because that would have just made it so much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had.
I forgot about that. Well,
Yeah.
maybe I made myself
Maybe you just
forget
blocked
about
it
that.
out of your memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's Parker with the stomach virus,
Stomach bug.
and we.
You know what a stomach bug does to
Yeah.
you. And
So-
we can't really use the toilet.
Well, so we're sitting in the room. I'm working, okay, and he's in the room with me, and then I just hear this glug 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 glug.
What is that?
And I went, "What was that?" And then he jumps up and he runs to the bathroom, and there's water coming up through the bathtub, the shower, and out from under our toilet.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "This is not good."
Luckily, though,
It was coming up in the kids' bathroom too.
luckily though, outside we've got one of those white caps where where the pipe is, and you had quickly called one of the guys, and he said, "Take that white cap off," and when I did, it released all the pressure, the backup.
So then everything that was in the house went down.
So actually, we did not really have issues after that. We could. Our son was allowed to.
Yeah.
If he was feeling bad, he was allowed to go to the bathroom. That was fine. But the next day, we couldn't get anybody to hear that day. The next day, the septic tank people came.
Yeah.
And they said it was just full.
It was just full,
It
yeah.
wasn't
Of
clogged.
course,
There wasn't a problem.
We've lived here
It
for
was just
3
full.
years, and we don't know. I don't know that we even asked.
No, he said it doesn't look like it's ever been pumped.
Right.
So now we know,
Yeah.
hey, it's been pumped. We're good. Hopefully that's something we're not going to have to worry about.
They recommend every 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5.
Yeah, having it
So
inspected and pumped.
that means it's probably been 10 to 12 years.
something like that,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. So anyway, that was crazy.
Gastrointestinal.
And then it seems like there was something else too. Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the comments.
So yeah, it was just It was just crazy, but
Patty.
but we got through it.
Patty has more thunderstorms coming. Oh, that's another thing. The weather has been insane here.
Yeah.
With just waves of storms coming through. We did lose power. Oh, that was something else that happened.
We had a straight line wind storm coming through.
We lost power. It was a Thursday night. I've got to post this video. I'm going to post this. Y'all check. About like 10 minutes after we get done with our live, I'm going to post this on our Freedom Homestead and my Instagram channel. But I'm coming home from work. My daughter's with me. We're in the vehicle, and we can see this insane cloud coming. And this cloud's coming. We're headed home. The house is like here. We're heading home. We see this cloud coming. We're like, are we going to beat this storm? This is insane looking. I hit the garage door button. The garage door goes up. I pull in.
Bang, bang, shrimp.
Oh, yeah. That shrimp was awesome. I pull in the garage. Let's just say the garage door never was able to come back down with electrical power. As soon as we pulled in, this storm hits. Power immediately went out. Did not know. I'm in the garage with my daughter, and I just started filming outside the garage, just like, I can't believe everything's just going sideways. And of course, we stood out there till the worst was over. It went by really quick, maybe just 3 or 4 minutes of just insane weather. And then it let up enough that I was able to, unlock the garage door and roll it down, and we ran in the house. The next day, or it might have been 2 days later, I found out that just up the road, less than 2 miles from our house, a couple of barns got destroyed, and the weather people came to investigate, and they do think there was a F1.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm thinking, here I was in a garage outside filming. But anyway.
I hadn't heard that.
So, getting back to our point though, is we lost power, and we finally had to use the generator.
Yeah.
And
because it went out, and then it was out until
it went out about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hours in the morning.
So 5 o'clock, it did not come home. It did not come back on till after midnight. That's a lot of time, especially if you have a deep freeze full of meat and everything else. And so I was like, well, let's try the generator out. We don't know if power's going to be out all night, all the next day. We just don't know. And I said, well, I got this generator for a reason. Let's put it to use. Let's see what we can power up. And we never bogged it down. It never strained. Everything we plugged into. At one point, I had the deep freezer, the fridge, a lamp. I was charging a cell phone, and something else was plugged up too. I had 4 or 5 things plugged up. Now, granted, some of them was just charging cell phones and stuff, but so we had light in the house. We had our fridge and deep freezer running.
What I was going to say too was the straight line winds blew. All of our windows were shut. It blew so much water through the bottoms of Parker's windows. We had to use every towel we owned to mop up the water out of his room.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And these are good solid windows.
These are double pane windows.
Double pane
that were shut.
That shut good and lock and seal good. And so it was blowing that water harder than a pressure washer, if you put it in that.
It was.
Yeah.
And our chickens were okay. We did have a limb that fell on the fence. And
the fence had all been knocked down, so as soon as it did let up, I went back out there and put the fence back up. And when I went out to put the fence up, I looked over our compost bins. I'm putting the fence up, and I'm hauling these big limbs out of the way, and I was like, what is this big sheet metal piece here? This big piece of sheet metal. And I was like, what is this? And I realized it was the roof of our compost bins, and I looked over, and our compost bins were just flattened. Things were everywhere, and the sheet metal that sits on top of our compost bins had I think 3 pallets sitting on top of them, and the pallets were out in the yard, and the metal was out in the yard. So that was some powerful wind.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. But, you know, but thankfully that was all that we had. We did notice that during the power outage, the linemen, God bless linemen, golly, they have to work in some horrible conditions, but they were down the road just a piece. You said you could see them. They were down in the
I
woods.
sat out on the front porch and watched
chainsaws
them. I wanted to go
Yeah.
help them, but I knew just because of the safety, they would not let me anywhere near live wires being down.
Yeah.
You could hear the chainsaws cutting, and you could also see them going down into this field, which was at least knee deep in water. A field knee deep in water with the line down in it.
Yeah.
So I guess the power had to be turned completely off. They had to go fish this stuff out of literally fish it out of a lake, a field flooded, and then cut trees off of it and everything. So yeah, it was after midnight.
Yeah. So that was eventful. So yeah, that's some of the crazy stuff that we
I
had.
tell that story, and then when I post the video, I can't post the video now because it's on the phone that we're actually filming with. But you'll probably see the video, and it's like,
That's it.
it ain't that bad.
It
That's not
was
bad.
crazy though.
If you watch the whole thing, it gets pretty intense towards the end. Before I turned, actually, I turned it off.
Yay!
I turned it off because if you watch really close, the last few seconds, a wave comes into the garage, and it doesn't show it too much. You can tell a wave of wind goes in, but you can't really tell how much water was with that.
Yeah.
When it hit me, I mean, I'm dry. I'm in the garage. I'm 3 or 4 feet inside the garage filming, and when it hit me, I went, whoa, and I backed up and quit filming. I looked down. I didn't have a dry pants on. They were soaked. I told my son, I said, it was like when we went to SeaWorld and Shamu, took his tail and just,
Yeah.
I mean, it literally just hit that quick.
Yeah. Parker and I actually watched the storm come, and it looked like a white wall. It kind of, the movie The Mummy, when the sandstorm,
coming?
that's what it looked like. It was just this white wall that
It
came.
did. Well, I
just-
said we were racing home, seeing it coming. I was like,
Yeah.
we need to beat this thing
Yeah,
home.
I was praying hard that they would get home before it hit, because we had heard that it was, it was pretty bad.
And I
so.
like storms. I would,
I don't.
storm chasing would be awesome. I just think that's cool.
Rose's Liberty, this was last week, last Thursday.
Oh, Nancy is asking, did our basement stay dry? That's another thing. I used the generator.
Oh,
and
that's right, to keep the sump pump
We
on.
had the sump pump connected also to the generator. So that was the other thing it was hooked to. And our sump pump did its job. It kept our basement dry, but it definitely was pumping all night because not only did the big wave of storm hit, we got, on top of that, within a 24-hour period, we got about 4 inches of rain. So we were getting a ton of rain, big storm. Sump pump worked. Thank you for asking.
Oh, good grief, Tim. Oh, goodness. He's a nut.
White wall.
Can't say that, he said. You have to say storm front.
Whatever.
Oh, me.
Too late. Done said it.
I was going to address something. Oh, Anderson Homestead. Yes, we hope to meet you guys at the picnic. That'll be awesome. Let's see. My daughter
She stayed in Tennessee the night before it hit.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Hey, Connie. So we're here in Oregon. Had a huge ice storm, lost 7 trees,
Oh,
down
wow.
fences, roof and gutter damage, and we're in the process of selling our place. Oh, no. Oh,
yeah.
no. Well, that's going to be a headache. I am so sorry.
Yeah, luckily, everything that got messed up here was a simple fix, and we weren't out any money. There was, I don't think, no permanent damage. I did find a roofing.
Thank you, Kathy.
I found a roofing screw outside today. So somewhere on our house, we've lost a metal screw.
Yeah.
So
Well, you don't think it could have also been the garage?
no, it's different screws.
Okay.
And different colors. So yeah, I might need to investigate that just to make sure. Just to make sure.
Interesting.
So far, we don't know of any.
Well, we had the
Bad
metal
stuff.
roof put on because we had straight line winds that time, and it blew some shingles off. And so we just wanted to look to see, if we needed it patched or whatever. And they were like, "No, you need a new roof."
But they put
"Oh."
the metal roof over top of our
Yeah.
old roof, so we actually have double roof.
We have
If
double
if well, we have good roof and used
Yes.
roof, bad roof.
Yes, the chickens, they did do fine. They ran up under their coop for shelter, and and held on for dear life. It looked like.
Serenity Hill. Where's Grand Rivers, Kentucky? Was it by?
What's
it
it
by?
by?
Grand Rivers is 2 hours from us.
Yeah, it's Lamb Between the Lakes.
It is, yeah, Land Between the Lakes. Grand Rivers is the little town just north of Kentucky Lake. So, or Lake
Yeah.
Barkley. Both lakes.
Yes.
So I don't know if they were hit with the storm or not, but we actually drove through there. I drove through there because I was camping out a few days ago in that area. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
There's so much more I want to go see and check out.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're taking us with you next time, right?
Yeah. If I have to.
Wow.
No, I went.
I'm a delight to camp with.
Yeah, you are. You are. I mean that. I went and checked out three different campsites that they have there because when I bring you back, I want to make sure we can go to a good campsite that we'll both enjoy. So,
Yes.
so I spent several hours just driving around the area, checking everything out, so you can come back with me.
Yeah. Mandy said, "Oh, ouch."
We tease each other all the time. It's
No,
just
he's
something
being mean
fun.
to me.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully
Yeah,
we can
that
do it
is-
before it gets too hot.
Yeah, I guess, Grand Rivers is where the Heartland Homesteaders Picnic, old-fashioned picnic is,
Yep.
or was, and will be again.
Jared said Land Between the Lakes has good turkey hunting. Some good turkey hunting.
Yeah, we didn't see any turkeys. I heard some coyotes that night. I saw a blackbird and a squirrel, and that's the only wildlife I saw.
Well, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway,
He's not here to enjoy
it's
that
weird
joke, I don't
because
care.
we
Oh, that's
didn't
right, 'cause
see-
he's camping
We didn't
tonight,
see
yeah.
hardly any animals while we were there.
That was one thing when we got married. I guess we've been married about a year, and we spent several nights out in Tennessee in the Smokies. And I was so terrified. It wasn't long after somebody had got mauled by a bear, and so I was.
It was the first time it had ever happened there, and we just happened to go right after that. And so she was freaking out.
Yep. I did not sleep well the whole time we were out there. When we would go hiking, I would see bear scat. I'm like, that's fresh. That's still steaming.
And it probably
Pretty sure
wasn't.
there's a finger in
I'm
that.
sure it wasn't from a bear, but everything she saw was a bear to her. It was.
I ain't about to get mauled by no bear. So yeah. Yes, tent camping. Yes. Although I will say
Well,
I'm getting too old for tent camping, but that is what we do at the moment.
I just found out there's a company that makes air mattresses that are contoured to fit in the back of a Jeep Wrangler, the four-door Jeep Wranglers. You lay down the back seats and scoot the front seats up, and it's it's over 6 feet of headspace back there. Air mattress. I mean, built-in camper.
Part of our retirement
That'd be
plan,
cool.
though, entire part of our retirement plan, and I'm hoping we get to do it before we retire, is to buy a camper or a pull behind.
That would be really nice. Now, right now,
It's not. Yeah, it's not on our right now.
right
but
now we are not.
maybe on a 5 or 10 year plan.
We're transitioning from we're getting to where we don't want to sleep on the ground anymore.
Yes.
Although I did this past week, we slept on the ground. Even though you let me borrow your
My
little,
yoga mat.
your little
My
yoga
thick-
mat,
my
which
thick
actually
one.
was awesome. It was about 1.5 inches thick. It was a nice foam pad. If it would have been just a few degrees warmer, I would have been sleeping in the hammock. So
Jennifer, I agree.
I'd like to do some hammock camping,
Yeah. No, not me.
but
I don't think I would
maybe
like that.
for my birthday I'll get an air mattress for a Jeep or something.
Yeah, I already sent him what I want for my birthday.
Oh, Jared.
When is our birthday?
Jared got a pop-up last year.
Our birthday.
Do you like your pop-up? Because I've been thinking about a pop-up.
Our birthdays are in 2 weeks. Well,
Some-
yours is 3 weeks. Mine's 2 weeks.
Some people says don't get a pop-up. They're nothing but trouble. But I think they kind of fit our needs for what we would want.
I'll be 41.
And I'll be more than that. I'll be
A
48.
lot more.
I'll be 48. We're
Whole
7
lot
years
more.
apart. Yeah.
Oh, me.
Walls waterproof basement. Yeah, what's plan B?
See, we have a 32-foot toy hauler travel trailer. Let's see. My sister and family had a pop-up for 5 of them. Wow.
Yes, they like it. They do like their pop-up. But you almost can't find one right now because I guess it's because of COVID and people not being able to go places and stay in motels or something. Campers, they just went like crazy. People are getting campers left and right. So in 4 or 5 years from now, maybe even sooner, in 2 or 3 years, you may see a lot of good deals on campers,
Yeah,
which might benefit us.
it might.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. People buy them, they use them for the first year or two, and then maybe it sits in their garage for 4 or 5 years, and they're like, let's just sell it. So maybe we'll get some deals later.
Patty said, "Wow, y'all are old."
Yeah.
I'm like,
some
at
days
what point
I
do
feel
people
very
start-
old, and some days I feel still like a teenager.
Yeah. At what point do people start taking you seriously, though? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, at what point
Nobody
will,
takes me
will
seriously.
people look at me and go, "Yeah, she knows what she's talking about"? Probably never.
I do.
What?
Know what you're talking about?
Do you?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
On everything?
No.
At least you're
No.
honest.
Gardening, cooking, real estate. Yes, absolutely. When I get dressed to go to church, what do?
You ask me if
I
it
say,
looks
does
good.
this look okay?
And then I say yes or no, and then he'll ask me, "Are you sure?" Which drives me nuts. And I'm like, how many times do we have to go over
Because
this?
I don't want you to say, yeah, you look fine just because you love me. It's just like, bless his heart.
I wouldn't do that. I want you to look good because then it makes me look good when
Yeah.
you look good.
You look good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send you out looking like a ragamuffin.
Right. Well, I wouldn't want that either.
Uh.
All right, so it's 9 o'clock. Our hour is up.
We're just babies. What did I cook for Easter? Ham, deviled eggs, green beans, and potato salad, and Mrs. Schubert's rolls. And
was good.
basically boiled them in butter.
Oh, it was so good. It
And
was
I
so
did
good.
have some of that. And then Emily made the cake.
But most of us were confined. Most of us was dealing with major allergies and
Yes.
congestion, the
Yes.
drainage and
Parker
stuff.
and I actually stayed home from church because we're snotting and coughing and sore throats. And I'm like, our church family ain't going to want to hear all that
No.
during this pandemic.
Well, even though it's allergies, if you
Even
go
though
around
it's
somebody and
allergies.
start doing that, they're going to think, crap,
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to scare anybody.
See, everyone's like, yeah, she's got to walk in with you.
What?
Talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
you. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, and allergies have been horrible. But see, this
It
happened
doesn't
to us.
matter how dumb I look. I'm walking in with you. You make me look good.
No, that's not how that works. Listen, especially. I mean, I can't speak for.
We compliment each other.
Listen,
Yes.
I can't speak for anywhere else in the United States, but I know in the South,
Ooh.
if you walk into the church house and your children look a mess or your husband look a mess, it's not a reflection on them. It's a reflection on you.
Okay. Yes, it doesn't work that way. I get
So
it.
even though
I
he
get it.
dresses himself, yeah, no, if it don't look good, I'm gonna let you know.
Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hey, Mary.
Made a peach cobbler with vanilla bean
Ooh.
ice cream.
Now that sounds good. Hey, Poor
does sound
Valley.
good.
Glad you're here.
So we're going over our time limit, just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah,
something
he
and I
got here at the
forgot.
last minute.
You finalized your husband's clothes for church.
And that's
Yep, yep.
perfectly acceptable. Yes.
All right. Bye, Mandy. Thank you so much. Ooh, nachos tonight.
Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, we need to run too because we still have stuff we've got to do. I still have.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I
I
gotta
have
do.
to finish.
Well, I gotta put
Yeah.
dishes and everything.
I gotta finish a load of laundry, so I'll have my clothes to wear to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys. It's been such a great hour
Yeah.
getting back after a couple of weeks of hiatus. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good night, Shannon, Rose's Liberty. Y'all have a good night. Oh, I forgot. You get to sign us off because you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I have that thing that I say.
You got that thing. We almost forgot. It's
Yeah.
been several weeks.
Yeah. So, good night, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared.
God bless. Hope y'all have a great week.
Yes.
See y'all.
Good night.
Oh, it ain't working.